Let me ask you something honest. How many of you are taking a prescription prostate pill right now? Maybe your doctor gave it to you a year ago, maybe two. He said it would help with the flow, reduce the nighttime trips, make things easier. And you trusted him. Of course you did. But here's what I need you to hear. If you're still waking up 2, 3, 4 times a night, if your stream is still weak, if your energy has quietly disappeared and your drive in the bedroom feels like a distant memory, then that pill may not be doing what you think it is. I'm Dr. Richard Thompson, a board-certified urologist with over 15 years specializing in men's health. And I see this story every single week in my office. A man walks in, frustrated. He's been taking his medication faithfully, doing everything right, but he's getting worse, not better. More bathroom trips, weaker flow, less energy, less confidence, less of everything that used to make him feel like himself. And the worst part? He blames his age. He thinks this is just what getting older looks like. But it's not. Because what if I told you that the very pill you're trusting to protect your prostate might actually be working against your body in ways nobody warned you about? That it could be quietly draining your vitality while only masking the surface symptoms? Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what that pill is doing inside you, why your doctor probably never explained it, and most importantly, what you can do instead. Don't skip ahead. The most critical part comes near the end. All right, gentlemen, let's break this down simply, because once you see how these pills actually work, everything starts to make sense. Think of your prostate like a swollen sponge wrapped around a garden hose. As that sponge swells, it squeezes the hose tighter. Your urine flow slows. You feel the pressure. You're up all night. So your doctor prescribes a pill, and that pill's job is to loosen the squeeze. At first it works. The flow improves a little. The trips to the bathroom ease up. You think, great, problem solved. But here's what they don't tell you. The most commonly prescribed prostate medications, drugs like finasteride, work by suppressing a hormone called DHT. Now yes, DHT contributes to prostate growth. That's why they target it. But DHT also does something else. It fuels your masculine energy, your drive, your confidence, your ability to perform in the bedroom, your mental sharpness. When you suppress DHT, you're not just shrinking the prostate, you're turning down the volume on everything that makes you feel vital. That fatigue you've been feeling, that brain fog that won't lift, those weaker erections you blamed on stress, that flat emotionless feeling like the color drained out of your life. That's not aging, gentlemen. That's your medication quietly lowering your hormones. Now let me be clear, I'm not anti-medicine. I've prescribed these pills myself for years, but I started noticing a pattern. Men would come back feeling relieved about their flow, but defeated about everything else. And I began asking a different question. What if we could support the prostate without shutting down what makes a man feel like a man? That question changed everything. And the answer starts with something your doctor has probably never tested for. Here's what changed my entire approach. A study published in 2023 by Fukushima Medical University in Japan revealed something most urologists still haven't caught up with. The researchers found that prostate swelling isn't just about hormones, it's about blood flow. Specifically, they discovered that stromal cell proliferation, the buildup of cells around the outer edges of the prostate, is directly connected to poor blood circulation in and around the gland itself. Let me put that simply. When blood flow to your prostate slows down, waste builds up. Cells that should be metabolized and cleared away just keep accumulating, layer after layer. That's what makes your prostate swell. That's what squeezes your urethra. That's what wakes you up 4 times a night. And here's the part that should frustrate you. The pill doesn't address any of this. It manages the symptom. It loosens the squeeze temporarily, but it never touches the cause. It's like putting a bigger drain in a sink that keeps overflowing instead of turning off the faucet. The water keeps coming because nobody fixed the source. So what controls that blood flow? A molecule called nitric oxide. You've probably never heard your doctor mention it in relation to your prostate, but nitric oxide is the master key. It relaxes the inner muscles of your prostate's blood vessels, allowing nutrient-rich blood to flow through freely. That blood delivers oxygen, clears waste, and keeps cells healthy and metabolized. Here's the problem. After 50, your body's natural nitric oxide production drops steadily. Year after year, your prostate receives less blood, less oxygen, less clearing power. The buildup accelerates, the swelling worsens, and that pill you're taking, It does absolutely nothing to restore nitric oxide, nothing to fix the flow. Your prostate is starving, gentlemen, and nobody told you why. Now, if it were just about urination, that would be one thing. Annoying, sure, but manageable. Except it's never just about urination, because when prostate blood flow collapses, it sets off a chain reaction that quietly dismantles everything. Let's walk through what actually happens. First, your sleep gets destroyed. You're up at midnight, again at 2, again at 4. Every single night, your body is ripped out of its deepest recovery phase just to stand in front of a toilet with a weak, frustrating stream. You crawl back to bed, but your brain never fully drops back into that deep restorative state. And here's why that matters more than you think. About 90% of your daily testosterone is produced during the first few hours of deep sleep. Not light sleep, not that half-awake drifting, deep, slow-wave sleep. If you never reach it because your bladder keeps pulling you out, your testosterone production simply doesn't happen. Now the dominoes start falling. Low testosterone leads to weaker erections, lower libido, fatigue that no amount of coffee fixes. Your mood shifts. You feel flat, irritable, less motivated. Your muscles feel softer. Your confidence fades. And slowly, without even realizing it, you start pulling away from intimacy, from activities you used to enjoy, from your partner, from life itself. I've had men sit across from me and say, "Doc, I feel like I'm disappearing," and that's not dramatic. That's exactly what depletion feels like. Your body is fading because it's been cut off from the fuel it needs. But here's what I need you to understand. This isn't your fault. This isn't just aging. This is your body sending you a signal, a clear, specific signal that something is wrong at the root level. And that signal has been ignored for years because everyone, your doctor included, focused on the wrong solution. The good news? Once you understand the real cause, fixing it is simpler than you think. So if the pill isn't the answer, what is? After years of watching men decline on medication that was supposed to help them, I started looking at this from a completely different angle. Instead of suppressing hormones, what if we supported the prostate from the inside out? What if we restored what was actually missing? The blood flow, the nitric oxide, the cellular metabolism that keeps the prostate clean and healthy. That's when I turned to the research. And what I found changed how I practice medicine. Nature has given us specific nutrients, each one backed by studies, that directly support prostate blood circulation and overall gland health. Let me walk you through them. First, boron. Once only found in crystallized mineral deposits in Tibet, boron is one of the most powerful prostate-supporting minerals known to man. It helps your body detoxify and supports a healthy inflammation response. Then there's Tongkat Ali, used for centuries in the East for prostate health and sexual function. It's a powerful antioxidant that directly supports blood circulation in and around the prostate. Ashwagandha, an incredible herb traced back to 6000 BC, promotes detoxification of the cellular buildup we talked about earlier while supporting sexual desire and performance. Fenugreek contains compounds called furanol saponins that support prostate function and healthy male sex hormones. Panax ginseng, discovered over 5,000 years ago in the mountains of Manchuria, supports healthy prostate blood flow, immune function, and sexual arousal. Maca root, an ancient Peruvian plant, boosts prostate function, energy, and drive. And nettle root, used for centuries to support urinary tract health and healthy sex hormone levels in men. Then there's the mineral foundation, zinc for libido and sperm health, magnesium for deep sleep and blood vessel support, vitamin D for prostate function and mood. Now here's the key. Individually, these nutrients are helpful, but when combined in the right ratios, something remarkable happens. A synergistic effect where each ingredient amplifies the others. That's when real transformation begins. So after everything I've shared today, the natural question is this: how do I actually get all of these nutrients in the right combination, in the right amounts, without buying 15 different bottles and guessing at dosages? That's exactly the question I ask myself, and it's why I started recommending Prostate to my patients. 1 scoop a day, mixed into a glass of water. That's it. Inside every serving, you'll find the full spectrum of what we just discussed: boron, Tongkat Ali, ashwagandha, fenugreek, Panax ginseng, maca root, artichoke extract, nettle root, plus zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. all working together in precise ratios to create that synergistic effect. And here's what makes it different from the pill sitting in your medicine cabinet. Prostate doesn't suppress your hormones. It doesn't shut down what makes you feel alive. It works by supporting healthy blood flow and nitric oxide levels in and around your prostate, helping your body metabolize that cellular buildup naturally. It works with your body, not against it. My patients who've made the switch tell me the same things. Within the first couple of weeks, they're sleeping through the night, fewer trips to the bathroom. By week 3 to 4, their flow feels stronger, their energy stabilizes, and something they usually whisper with a quiet grin, their confidence in the bedroom started coming back. That's not a miracle. That's what happens when you finally give your body what it's been starving for. Here's what I want you to do. Simply click on my channel logo, the icon right here on this page, and you'll find Prostate right there on my channel page. It's easy to get started, and your body will thank you for it.